Thank you very much for the support so far on the Journeyman. Don't forget to leave a like if you are enjoying it and get involved down in the comments section below. Now, with the series, it's going very well so far. It's a perfect start in the league, and we're looking to continue our 100% record today. How's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 26 and another part of I am the Journeyman and I come from down your way and I can play. What can you play? Football Manager with Macclesfield Town, and today we are back with two matches in the league, one against Spennymoor and one against Darlington. So two northeastern clubs. We're up there in the northeastern Spennymoor, trying to get 3 points again. Fingers crossed. And then we're taking on Darlington, former Journeyman team, of course, Darlington, back at the start of FM18, I think. I think we started with, Blythe Spartans, and then did we go to Darlington after that? I can't remember, to be entirely honest. It all amalgamates into one these days. But yeah, as I was saying, a perfect start to the season. Since you were last with me, of course, we beat Worksup 1-0 in the first match of the season. We then went away to Oxford City, beat them 2-0. Damani Mella getting 2 goals there. We then beat Southport 3-0 away from home. Damani Mella with 2 goals and Danny Elliott also on the score sheet. And most recently, we beat Alfreton Town 1-0 with Damani Mella scoring. So Damani Mella is our top scorer at the moment. He has been absolutely amazing up top. Let's hope that he can keep that up today. 24-year-old. He's going to be coming in demand very, very quickly. Now, we did manage to get one signing in, which was Brad House, backup goalkeeper. That was number one priority at the start of the season. So very, very happy that we've managed to get him in. He's only on £600 a week as well. So I think he will be a very good player for us. And the assistant manager has brought in Taylor Holdsworth as a youth prospect. He comes in at left back again on a free, earning £5 a week. So I'm quite pleased with that. We do have a number of different transfers ongoing at the minute. We have got Gabriel Wadsworth, who's a defensive midfielder, 19 years old. Somebody I'm particularly excited about if we can bring him in. We've got Amaru Kawunda, striker, who can come in and rotate with Damani Mella and Danny Elliott up top. We've got Henry Jeffcott, Matty Williams, both centre-backs, Tommy O'Sullivan, who's a midfielder, and Charlie Ardley, who is a winger. So fingers crossed we can get those deals over the line. If we get all of them, we might be in a bit of financial trouble. But we'll see how many we managed to get going. But at the moment, we are top of the National League North. 12 points from a possible 12. We haven't conceded a goal yet. It's all going a bit too well, to be honest with you. Spennymoor are 23rd today, so I'm expecting that we can beat them. And then we've got Darlow in the second match of today's episode. But yeah, let's get ourselves into the action. This is the team that we are going to put out there today. What's going on? What's happened to me? I've just selected the team, and now all of a sudden I can't. We're going to put House on the bench as well. I've literally just selected this team. This is really weird. But yeah, Durnley will start in goal. We've then got Matheson, Fensom, Menzies, and Lee in defence. Griffiths and Kay are going to be our defensive midfielders, with Johnson, Duffy supporting Mella and Elliott up top. So here we go then. Let's get ourselves into it. Brad House is going to be the number 40. He is our backup goalkeeper. We're very, very happy to have him in the team, and we're going to get ourselves into the first match of the day. But as I say, really important that if you are enjoying, give it a big thumbs up. I really want FM to do so well on the channel this year and find more people like yourself that enjoy the content. It's going to be an incredible journey, man. I'm really, really excited for it all, and hopefully you can see that. I've been buzzing for the last 3 or 4 months to get into this Journeyman series, and we're finally here, and it's got off to a great start. It really has. This sort of defensive system is working a treat so far, so fingers crossed we can actually do something quite special. I am expecting the wheels to come off fairly soon. Maybe it'll be with all of our new signings, because then we have to rotate the squad a bit more. You then create some unhappy players, and that could cause us an issue. But at the moment, it's going swimmingly, and long may it last. Here's Robson, though, for Spennymoor. Gets it into the middle, and Meniers gets it away. But here they come again. It's off the post. Durnley was beaten there, but luckily he manages to get through it. Yeah, as I say, Spennymoor are bottom of the league at the moment, or 23rd in the league at the moment. So you would expect that we should be able to get one over them, but it doesn't always work that way. And in fact, the teams that you're expecting to beat tend to be the hardest to beat in Football Manager. Here's Johnson on the ball. Johnson into the middle. Danny Elliott was there, but couldn't get his noggin on it. But again, creating chances early on. Now, we have struggled for possession, particularly in away matches. I'm not entirely sure I'm bothered by that. We have been very defensively sound. That's into the middle. There's Johnson with the header. It's off the bar. Danny Elliott to Luke Duffy, but end of highlight. That was a huge chance. And it's off the bar. Here's Mella with the throw. Headed in. Oh, that was so close. Luke Duffy with the chance in the end, but doesn't manage to stick it into the back of the net. So 0-0 at the moment. And don't forget, if you want to enter my second giveaway of Football Manager 26, then you need to get involved in the comment section of episode 1 of this series. Let me know what your favourite series of Football Manager of mine is of all time. Had some great suggestions already. We've had the South Shield save, Life After Wenger, FM17. What a series that was, and it's certainly showing your age and showing your true commitment to the Captain Goodspeed channel, which is only going to get you more and more brownie points. But yeah, do get involved. It would be great to give the game away to somebody that maybe can't afford getting it. Obviously wants to get it, but maybe can't afford it at the moment. That would be absolutely amazing to help somebody out at this time of year and make somebody happy. So please get involved if that's you, and you will have a decent chance. I think we only had about 15 entries on the last one, so that's pretty good odds compared to most giveaways that you will find on YouTube. I guess because most of you watching already have the game, so you don't necessarily need to be entered. But yeah, do get involved. Here's McKeown, gets it in. Oh, and that's just wide. But yeah, 48 minutes of this match gone. Nils each at the moment. Here's Mella, gets it to Johnson. Now to Fenson. Here's Meniers on the ball, still going. Now to Fenson. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was going to go over the top there. Didn't quite, though. And here comes Spennymoor. And to be fair, they've threatened our goal more than other teams have. But Durnley, once again, very, very confident man at the moment. They're bouncing over the top. And don't you just love non-league? It's just such a different challenge, isn't it? Now, Johnson is only having a 6.3 at the minute. So I think we could do with bringing him off. We're going to bring on Etalaku. And we're going to bring on McLeod as well. No, we're not. We're going to bring on Buckley Ricketts on that left-hand side. Yep, that looks good to me. So we're going to have Buckley Ricketts on the right, Etalaku on the left. And see if that gives us another impetus. Josh Kay is going to whip it in. He whips it in. Ooh, it's headed away. Buckley Ricketts wins it back. Here's Kay. And it's shots it's in. It's Damani Mellor once again. And that's 1-0. And it was Regan Griffiths, I think, with the initial shot there. Kay whipped it in. It was headed out. Buckley Ricketts was there. Got it towards Kay. Back to Buckley Ricketts to Kay. And then Regan Griffiths, I think, went for the shot. And Damani Mellor was there. And he puts it into the back of the net. And with 30 minutes to go, it puts us 1-0 up. Absolutely brilliant. And I'm so glad that you got to see a Damani Mellor goal because he has been on fire at the start of this season. Not the striker that I expected to be scoring all of the goals at this early stage. So, top job from him. Here's Josh Kay with the free kick. We are going to just reduce the speed down a little bit for this free kick because I feel like something's going to happen here. So, let's have a little gander at this. It's going to be Kay whipping it into the middle. Header at the back post. But it's back out to Regan Griffiths. And yes, I was wrong. Clearly. Right. Back up to 1.75. So 15 minutes to go in this match. Again, we're very much on top here. 1.41 on the XG. We have looked like the better team overall. Okay, we haven't had as much possession. But again, as I say, I don't particularly care about that. What I care about is making sure that we score more goals than the opposition, and we certainly seem to be keeping goals out and managing to get ones down the other end. Here's Ramshaw with the shot, and Spennymoor have definitely probably had the best game that anybody has had against us. You know, they've had plenty of shots on goal, just haven't had the quality. Something that I did last time, put Josh Kay at left back and put Dawson there, swap them two round. So we'll do that again. And Danny Elliott's going to come off and we'll put McLeod on for him. That seems good. We'll see what we can do. Here's Durnley. Building from the back here. Matheson gets it forward, headed away. McKeown. Yeah, pretty decent so far, this attack, and McKeown whips it in. Oh, headed away by many years now. Dyson, and that is wide. Unlucky. So Durnley's going to boot this forward. And all of our players coming off now. This highlight still going on. McKeown into the middle. Wow, that was a point-blank chance, but the assistance flag has gone up. And it is end of highlight. So, 89 minutes gone now. 5 minutes of added time. We are going to go defensive. And see if we can hold on to this victory. It looks like we're going to. 5 minutes of added time are done. And that is another 3 points in the bag. 5 matches, 5 victories, 5 clean sheets. How many more times are we going to get to say that in the Journeyman this year? Not many, I would suspect. But it's going well so far. Let's see if we can keep it going against Darlington. Okay, first signing of the episode is Amaru Kaunda. He's come in as a 19-year-old English striker who was formerly at Dulwich Hamlet, scored 4 goals in 14 last season, 3-star ability, 5-star potential. Definitely somebody that we want to keep an eye on. He is a good National League North player already, somebody that's going to be able to come in and perform up top. Out of possession, splitting outlet centre forward. Don't know how you managed to do that. Tracking centre forward. So yeah, you can do all of those different roles, which is fantastic to see. And hopefully he will come good. But some of the other players, unfortunately, have joined other clubs. Always going to be the issue at this level. Okay, a couple of changes for this match. Brandon Lee is injured, so we have put in Luis Lacey on that left-hand side. He can play anywhere down that left, so hopefully he is going to do a good job there. We've put Etaluku on the right-hand side, and we have brought in Kunda on the bench, who is, of course, our new signing. Yeah, let's get ourselves into the match then. Surely today is going to be the day where we lose our, well, not necessarily unbeaten streak, but our perfect start where it's every game won and every game won with a clean sheet. Surely Darlow are going to score a goal today. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be right, would it? Football Manager at the start of this save. But we will try. We will keep pushing on. Anybody that we recognise in Darlow? I don't think so. Tom Lees, maybe? Is he playing for Darlow? We'll have a little look in a minute when we get there. But, yeah, unbelievable. Is that Tom Lees? Yeah, you can't click on players anymore. It's really quite annoying. But is what it is. It is chucking it down again. We noticed that a lot during the beta. Here's Danny Elliott with a shot, and that's over the bar. But good to see a good amount of fans have come out to watch us and see how we get on. But yeah, I can't do anything with Lee's there. Here's Lennon on the ball for Darlow. And this is a great chance for them. But they're passing it around the outside of the box. Here's Forbes. Back to Lees. That's forward to Lennon now. What a chance for Lennon. And there it goes. And it's an own goal. Roland Menayes, who scored the first goal of the Journeyman this year, has also scored the first goal that has gone against us, and Darlow off to the perfect start here. Now, it'll be interesting to see how we react to going behind. It had to happen at some point. In many ways, I'm glad it's happened. Otherwise, I'd have been putting pressure on myself to go 42 games, or whatever it is, 44 games, without conceding a goal, which is obviously nigh on impossible. But that's okay. We'd still be top even if it stayed as it was today. But Darlington, you know, they're a good side. That it would take them up to third. They're going to be right up there come the end of the season, you would think. Here's Barrow with a chance, and decent block there from Matheson. Gets it to Etaluku. Booted clear. Here's Damani Mella now. Damani Mella still going. Gets it back to Etaluku. Hits the post. And that's wide. Shame. It was a good shot. Again, we've had more shots than Darlow. But none that have come off just yet. Here's Barrow with the corner kick. Whips it in. Headed away. Here's Lennon. Gets it to Hatfield. This could be 2-0 here. Good shot over the bar from Miles Smith there. Or Myers Smith, sorry. And again, you know, short on the possession, which is interesting because obviously in our first match, that wasn't really a thing. Here's Kate. Gets it forward. No. Thompson comes and snuffs it out. Okay, cleared away. Here's Lennon. Gets it to McGowan now. And it's another chance over the bar. Darlington have played well this first half. Definitely going to need some changes, I think, going into the second half. Show a bit of desire. Danny Elliott not having the best of games, so we're going to bring on our new player, Kunda. Duffy's going to come off. He's struggled so far this season, hasn't he? So I do think yeah, we probably need to have a rethink there. But yeah, 3 changes at half-time. See if that freshens up the team a little bit. Disappointed by Danny Elliott so far. I think we might need to think about a new role for him, or playing him up top on his own and playing Damani Mella just in behind. But we'll see how Koundé does today and see if he manages to get on the score sheet on his debut. But yeah, we're just not quite at the races, unfortunately. Still seemed fairly defensively solid. Just that one goal that they didn't even score was an own goal. But the signs were there against Spennymoor. They did play well against us. We rode our luck a little bit. But let's see if we can get back into this match in the last 20 minutes. Here's Mella, gets it to Fensom now. Here's Josh Kay, gets it out to Lacey. Lacey on the ball, back to Kay. Menayes gets it forward, and here's Koundé. Oh, what a... It wasn't a save. What a chance it was. Came back off the post, unlucky. Here's Lacey, whips it in. End of highlight. Right, time to go attacking now. Have we got anybody that we can bring on that can make a difference? That's a big question for me. Don't think Dawson's really going to make a difference, but we can try. And McLeod, I guess. Go on. We'll put McLeod on for Damani Mella, who's been amazing all season, but looking quite tired today. And we've got to try new players. We've got to try and see what they can do. But, well, we've got a corner kick right at the death here. This could be a chance. I think that says 3 minutes of added time. It's tough to read that. Whipped into the middle. It's away. Oh, it's in! And it's Amara Koundé on his debut from about 30 yards out. Unbelievable. It was Kay into the middle, punch from Thompson, and then Koundé, first time effort, absolutely hammers it, and it goes into the back of the net. Absolutely brilliant. 1-1. Back on level terms. And I think that is going to be that, unless they come and grab a goal right at the end. We're 5 minutes into 3 minutes added time. Headley whips it in. Headed away by Dawson. They've got a chance and it's gone in. Wow. From jubilation to devastation. The unbeaten streak is over. Wow. Well, well, well. Yeah, of course he blows the whistle now. And we're not a happy bunny after that one. Darlington beat us on our home turf. But I suppose it had to come at some point. We had to lose our first game of the season at some point. We're still top of the league by 3 points. Got to be happy with that. And onwards and upwards from here. Right, let's have a little look at when we're going to come back. I think I'd love to play that South Shields match. I think we have to play that one. So that's quite a stretch before then, isn't it, of matches. Curzon Ashton's an interesting one because, of course, Curzon Ashton are a former team of the Journeyman. Yeah. Maybe we come back for Curzon Ashton then. So if I play the Merthyr Tydfil all the way up to Marine matches. So if I play 4 off camera and then come back for Hereford and Curzon Ashton, I'll do the Leamington one off camera and then come back for South Shields and Bedford in the next episode. So yes, very, very exciting times, but the Journeyman has started and we are off and running. Top of the league, long may it continue. If you've enjoyed the series so far, then hit the big thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.